we have two EU devblogs. Two EU devblogs. Let's see. Changes to test chip is the first one. This one was posted yesterday. Changes to test chip. Close test 13.5. Let me turn down the music a bit so it doesn't bother us. Based on testing results, we're applying changes to Incheon, Jacksonville, and French destroyers. Incheon. What was the Incheon, chat? Was that the... Wait, what the hell was Incheon? Too many ships in this game, I lost track. Was that the Pan-Asian Riga or something? No, that was the Pan-Asian DM. The amount of, like, Wish.com versions we're getting of our normal ships is fascinating. Buffalo with 4 Tulsa guns and torpedoes. Interesting. Faster turtles. Jacksonville. Okay, that was the Dhaka cruiser, right? Rudder shift 8.5. Combat instruction parameter change. Bonus to main battery HE shell penetration increased 25 to 40%. Progress per shell hit 1 to 1.3. Oh, did it have DD dispersion? That's one of the biggest issues with the Tulsa. Basically, dog dispersion. 40% pen though. That seems really good. What was the pen on this? Wait, can I like what was that thing called? When did they announce this? Was this the one? Was this the one? These ones were other ones. 40% though. That's better than IFHE. Did it have 30? Wait, did it have 30mm base? Wasn't this like the super booster? So 40%. 10% is 3, 6, 4, 12, 42. So you pen 42mm. With this buff, you pen. In the past, you penned what? 36.5? No, 37.5. So that wasn't enough to pen 38, I guess. So they bumped it up to 42. Now you can pen kind of everything. Yeah, they nerfed Shitro armor, didn't it, for this? So you can pen Shitro in this thing as well. That's pretty strong. Vent, tier 5. I don't even remember what this thing was. The French DDs, I guess? Big buff. Okay, big Turtverse buff. That's good. 18 seconds on a tier 5 DD sounds like suffering. Main battery shell ballistics. Flatter arcs. Faster better torp reload. Better speed boost. 5% faster. Lasts 50% longer. Shorter cooldown. More... Okay, big buffs on the tier 5. That thing must have been underperforming something fierce for this kind of buffs. French cruiser La Droite. Okay, so that's a tier 5 that they're adding. Okay, we're not even gonna pronounce the douchebag. This one gets the same speed. Oh, this is across the board. They're buffing the speed boost on these things. So they buffed the speed boost on tier 5, 6, 7. Note that. The following changes mention a unique feature of the new French destroyer line: variable torpedo damage. Oh, this was the thing where, depending on the distance, your torps do different damage. You're trying to focus a lot on torps on this? Well, they kind of have to, because the current French DD line is so gun-focused. So if they want it in any way to stand apart, it needs to be a torpedo-focused line. Otherwise, their biggest issue really with approaching this line is that the Kleber line is so great. The Kleber line is just fucking fantastic. Tier 7 is pretty damn good. Tier 8 is great. Tier 9 is fantastic. Tier 10 is fantastic. I like Kleber, Mogador, that entire line. So they're up into this where they need to make it interesting enough that people will play this instead of the other French line. Yeah, the Kleber line is fun to play and hilariously strong, which is a tough combination to contest without making a line that's hilariously overpowered and potentially like giga power creep. I mean, French tutorial L'Aventurier. I don't know why there's no icon, but whatever. Distance until torpedoes deal maximum damage increased 6 to 7. Yeah, they really don't want you YOLOing with this. This is really fascinating. I feel like they're so worried that if they're making these things fast, as French destroyers should be, and stealthy, and potentially we don't know about saturation yet, uh, that people will just run in a YOLO like people are doing currently in Kleber's. Like Kleber's and Mogador just run ships down and one shot them, and they're so afraid of this happening that they're literally trying to limit the damage at close range as much as possible. How much time did they need to make the Elbing line good? A lot of time. Elbing went through 50 different iterations. At one point, Elbing was complete dog shit. Like, it was complete dog shit. They had these hilariously stupid ideas about how the Elbing should play. Like, it used to be, it didn't even have smoke. They wanted it to open water while doing 30 knots or something. They wanted it to be an open water range gunboat. And it was terrible. But then they had this big rework where they gave it smoke and proper DPM and stuff, and then it became, like, really good. A bad DD is still to this day, but a fun ship. Change the parameters of emergent. Yeah, that gets the same buffs. Oh, so wait, research distance until the torpedoes deal maximum damage. Wait, oh yeah, you're right. I misread it, you guys. So, wait, so this is very much a YOLO ship then. If you do less damage past 7, they want you to push in with this. They want you to YOLO with this. Interesting. Research of distance until torpedoes deal maximum damage, 7.5. And longer speed boost with shorter cooldown. Cassard. Oh, you want to bet people run around gunboating in this thing? You want to bet people run around gunboating in this thing. So they nerfed the range by 1.3 kilometers, which is a lot. And then in return, they increased the torpedo range where you deal damage, and they gave it speed boost. Yeah, so they're really trying to shoehorn this into the torpedo gameplay. They don't like the gunboating. The problem with World of Warships is that playing a torpedo boat is pretty awful. We've gone over this. We've played a lot of Halland and Shima and stuff on stream, and playing a torpedo boat is generally pretty awful. Stubs are better at what you do than you are, and gunboats are exponentially better at everything. They're better at killing every single target. They're better at everything than torpedo boats, because so many new ships have hydro and speed boost and like different counters against you. So it's very hard to land any torpedoes on anything. So there's a reason why even in a torpedo boat line like this, a lot of people were probably building guns. And now they're trying to limit it and trying to get people to, God damn it, you're going to play torpedoes and you're going to like it. The stream is still young. He still has time to cover other social issues affecting the world today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Anyways, yeah, that was that, devblog. I mean, reducing the cooldown from 120 to 90 seconds is really nice. I kind of would have wished they would have given that to the Italian DD line. It's like don't the Italians have... Yeah, the Italians have this hilariously weird speed boost where you're afraid to use it because the cooldown is so long. Like, in general, I've always disliked Italian DDs. But I probably dislike their speed boost the most because the cooldown on it, it's literally 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Which means, like, you have 6 charges, but the cooldown is 2 minutes and 40. When you basically never get a chance to use all of them. And because you want to save it for, oh my god, what if I need it? Because it's only lasts 30 seconds. So most of the time you don't even use it because you're saving it for when you really need it. It's just a dog shit design overall. I hate this speed boost. It's one of the worst. So it's fascinating that they're reducing the cooldown on those French ones from like 120 to 90. I would like them to do something similar to the Italian DDs. Like, it doesn't need to be 160-second cooldown. It could be 100 seconds. 1 minute 40. Like, that's already a lot more playable, and you would probably get to use your 6 speed boosts then. But I don't know. It's just weird. I don't like that speed boost at all. When you compare that speed boost to the French one, the new French one has the exact same speed power now, 25, The French one has 25 as well. But the French one lasts 90 seconds. This one lasts 32 and a half. So 90 versus 32 and a half. Oh, sorry. It doesn't even normally last this long. This is with the mounted... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We need to actually... I'm sorry. We are misleading you. This thing lasts 25 seconds. Okay? The new French one lasts 90 seconds. This one has 160-second cooldown. The new French one has 90-second cooldown. Like, I don't know why they can't just buff this thing. Like, if you don't want to give it more action time, then give it shorter cooldown so it's more usable. It's one or the other, but it just... Because you got to remember that this all buffs in this game are percentage based. So this 30% buff on regular, this 30% buff gives me 7.5 seconds. This 30-second buff on the 90-second cooldown is going to give me 21 more seconds. So I'm going to get almost this entire speed boost just by slotting this buff on the French DDs. The new French DDs. So, yeah, it's... I don't really... I'm still... Okay, I'm going off on a different tangent. I just don't like Italian DDs at all. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like the design on them in general. And the more I see changes to other ships, the more I dislike them. Mm. The new French DDs are not normal torpedoes, they're kind of shotgun boats. Anyway, let's see. We have another development block though. Probably the more interesting one here, which is new ships. New ships. Closed test. Cassard gets a 30% boost. Oh, really? It's even better than Atilius, even in terms of speed. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. 6 charges, can you even use them all? It's difficult. If you start cycling them straight from the get-go, you still need what? Someone said what? 16 minutes. 16 minutes and 35 seconds to cycle all of them. If you're running Superintendent, but you can basically use the last one at the 20-minute marker or something. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. Anyway, let's see. New ships. Close test 13.6. Latest ships coming to our game. We have quite the batch poised to enter testing. Quite the batch, boys. Uh-oh. Should I trade my Duke of York for Agincourt? Trade a tier 7 for a tier 5? Agincourt is great, but... I mean, Duke of York... The problem is, you're gonna... I've said it before, try to avoid selling premiums. Because if the second you sell a premium or trade away a premium or whatever, the next time you open a crate and you get a premium, it's gonna be the one you just gave away. Like, that's how it works. And trade-ins are generally bad deals. That's how they're designed. Anyway, Pan-American battleships. Do you like to get up and close? Do you like to get up close and personal in your battleships? I do, but you keep adding submarines and carriers to the game, so you're making it very difficult. Then we have quite the line for you. Okay, introducing Pan-American battleships. True heavyweights capable of taking and throwing punches with the biggest of them. The line will consist of 3 ships from tier 8 to 10. Okay. In update 13.6, we'll begin testing the tier 9 Los Andes and Libertad. Okay. What makes these ships special? Those of you familiar with Atlantico will recognize several features. First, the unmistakable silhouette of 234mm secondary turrets with high HE alpha, long range, and improved accuracy. Next, a solid armor scheme, capable of shattering most HE shells, and finally, a sizable main battery with quite a few barrels. Additionally, these ships will get some perks of their own. Their improved repair party boasts a fast cooldown and is capable of restoring a higher percentage of damage taken, while combat instructions may be used to improve their secondary battery damage and range. Wow, that sounds like a whole lot of fucking gimmicks. Man, I remember when Bismarck was considered special because it had Hydra on a battleship. That was like, what the? That's overpowered. Interesting. It's a lot of good. What about the average, the bad, the ugly? Drawbacks of these ships include low AP alpha, low main battery range, and a vulnerable citadel, which become exposed when all main turrets are brought to bear. If the turret is actually, or if the citadel is actually vulnerable, then it's interesting. Then it's interesting. Additionally, poor secondary ballistics will hamper their accuracy against small targets such as destroyers. I don't know about this one. So you want me to go in and brawl, but then you make my gun shit against destroyers? Huh. You want me to go in and brawl, but then you make my gun shit against destroyers? I don't know about that. We'll see. In battle, these ships will thrive in the thick of close quarters engagement. I wish there was more of this close quarters engagements in the game, but considering the way you've been developing this game, there's very little of it. Didn't they try to fix passive? They had some really dumb attempt to fix the passive meta. Chat, they recently had it. I forgot what it was, but they tried some really terrible fix for the passive meta, and then they complained that it didn't work. I remember, it was quite recent. What the hell was it? Oh, the airship to randoms. That was the one. Oh yeah, airship escort. That's the one. That's the one, wasn't it? Oh yeah, they thought that adding airship escort to randoms, we expected to see a shift in the random battles meta towards close quarters combat oriented and brawling ships. However, we did not see a significant and lasting impact on the results. No way! They thought I forgot how dumb this was. They thought slapping airship escort into random was gonna fix the fact that brawling is basically impossible in the game. Not the problem with subs or CVs. No. Just slap airship escorts into randoms and the player base will start brawling. Like, the sheer amount of disconnect they have between the actual game and what's going on is fucking baffling, man. Their improved repair party will boost survivability, while their combat instructions can be charged from both landing main battery hits on enemies and receiving potential damage from them, thus rewarding aggressive gameplay. Okay? While a substantial amount of focus fire will be required to sink you when you're piloting one of these behemoths. Be careful not to stray too far from the support of your team. No giant is invincible, and torpedoes will be a quick way to a watery grave. Oh, subs are gonna love this thing. Uh-oh. Every BB having torps doesn't help either. True. But I mean, if you brawl and you get killed by torpedoes from a BB, that's at least better than being killed by fucking carrier airdropped crossfires or submarine showing up on your side. Okay, behemoths. Okay, I'm waiting to see a goddamn monster. They called it the behemoth. Pan-American Battleship Los Andes, Tier 9. A battleship that could have been designed... Okay, good start. A battleship that could have been designed, built, and rebuilt. Okay, holy shit, they're already laying it on. At British shipyards between 1910s and 1930s at the behest of Argentina, with a further modernization of her anti-aircraft armament in the United States during the 1940s. That's a lot of fucking what-ifs, man. The project is based on the idea of supplementing the main battery of a dreadnought with a powerful second battery complete with guns whose caliber reach over 200mm. It was discussed during the development of South American battleships at the Armstrong shipyards in the early 1910s. Yes, the early 1910s, when they really knew their shipcrafting trade. The ship is named after the largest mountain range in South America, inheriting the name from one of the first Argentine ironclads, which entered service in the 1870s and was obsolescent in the 1910s, when the design of a new super dreadnought could begin. Be advised that the model of Los Andes is still in development, and hence we will use the ship Cordillera with similar parameters for testing instead. Okay. So interesting. Okay. Pan American Battleship Cordillera. 79.4k health. At tier 9? 9.4. Let's see. So same health as Iowa? It's fascinating that Delaware, which is plains and plays a very passive game style, the Delaware has more health. So does the Kearsarge at 84k. And so does the Musashi at 97k. So like, considering they want you to go in and brawl in this thing, I don't know if I'd call that the behemoth. At least it's no goddamn Odin situation. Like, it's still a good amount of health, but there's... Torpedo protection, 31% torpedo protection. That's... It's kind of middle of the pack, isn't it? Kind of middle of the pack. I mean, it could be worse, like... It could always be worse. Ruprecht has 23%, so... Behemoth. It's Moth? Oh. Okay. Main battery 6x2. 6 2-gun turrets. Holy shit. So 12 guns, 19.6, 381mm guns, 64mm HE pen, 34% fire chance. Reload 30 seconds. Huh. 12 shells with that reload. But I wonder if people are just gonna HE spam it. Like 5350 is pretty decent alpha, isn't it? It's roughly Sean Bart levels of alpha. But you have more guns. 19.6 now? It's not that low range. 19.6? Didn't it say it was going to be low gun range? Is that really that low? 19.6? That doesn't sound very low at all. Is that low in 2024? That's the same range as Kearsarge Duncan. Georgia is 20. Lepanto has 18.1 kilometers. Marco Polo has 90. I don't know. Imagine being an Italian BB in the year of our Lord, 2024. Even low range has more range than you do. Anyway, 330, 180, 36, maximum dispersion to 1.7 sigma. Yeesh. Okay. 12 guns though, but yeesh. Superior strikes, secondary armament, 8km base. So wait, what does 8km build into? Does it build into 12.1? What does it build into range? Or do you get 12.5? Don't you need 8.3 for 12.5? 12.1, I think? 12.1. Or do you reach 12.5? No, I think it's 12.1. I think it's 12.1 you reach. Hmm. 127mm guns, 8x2, 234. Hard hitting guns, 21% fire chance. Jesus! Those are gonna be scary. They're not giving us a reload on these things. They're actually not giving... No, are they giving a reload? No, they're not giving any reload on this thing. So we don't know what the reload on this thing is gonna be. But that's kind of terrifying. 21% fire chance on secondaries? That's gonna be a lot of fires. Atlantic has 12-second reload? Yeah, but that doesn't mean any much to these guys, does it? AA is 5 flak, 75... Wow, okay, the AA is complete trash. For tier 9, this is giga trash. This thing is gonna get annihilated by carriers. 30 knots! 30 knots! Wait, what? 30 knots? Really? You want me to push in a brawl with 30 knots? What the fuck? That's 1.5 knots slower than Marlborough. That's slower than Pommern. That's slower than... What the fuck? That's real. Okay, 30 knots. 960-meter turning circle. Huh. So it handles worse than Sovietsky Soyuz. Sovietsky Soyuz is 950. Pommern is 940. FDG is 940 as well. So, and 17-second rudder shift. Sheesh. Okay. The 17-second rudder is probably okay, but the turning circle, if you want to brawl in this thing, is fucking brutal. Surface detect 15.8. Okay, let's see. Oops. 15.8. 12.8 conceal though. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. 12.8 conceal. Okay, so here's the main progress. Main battery shell hit gives you 4%. 1,000 potential gives you 0.15. So 10,000 potential is 1.5. Wait, that seems like a lot. 100,000 potential is 15% progress. I feel like you can build this up pretty quickly. 600k potential full charge. Yeah, like if you got Minotaur or something spamming you, this will build up instant in like 30 seconds. But this is pretty good because this gives you 2 ways of charging it. Because it's gonna, you don't, the inactivate timer won't activate. And so as long as someone lobs some shells your way and you get a bit of potential, then the inactivity won't. Activation effect. Secondary battery damage 25%. Range 10%. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So the 12.1 range becomes 13.3. 13.3 secondary range. And the last 45 seconds and the extra damage. 25% extra alpha on these is kind of scary. Wait, hold on. Like, if we do 3, 8, 50. What do we want? 25%? 4.8k alpha secondaries. What the fuck? That hits really hard. What? 4.8k alpha. That's like Prince Rupert main guns shoot HE alpha 4.8k. So these secondaries are going to be doing more damage than Rupert main guns shooting HE. Shanbar does 5.4. That's a fucking lot of alpha. Hold on. Secondaries are 8 km, not 12. 12 is concealed. Dr. Schatz, what the fuck are you talking about? Bro, that's the second time you pinged me with something really weird. What the fuck are you talking about? The secondaries are 12 km because obviously you're going to build them from 8 km. With full build, you're going to reach 12.1 kilometer range. And then you're going to apply 10% range on 12.1 km range. And you're going to reach 13.3. No one is talking about the concealment, which is 12.8, not 12. Please stop mentioning me for like... Anyway. Damage control. 20 seconds. You can run 40% modifier for the 32 second DCP. That's pretty good. But it's still 80-second cooldown. That's a lot of fucking cooldown. You want to go in and brawl? And then you're going to be a sitting duck for 80 seconds. We'll see. Repair party. Cooldown 60 seconds. I mean, with the health pool and if the armor is as good as they say, you are going to want to run IRR on this thing for sure. Improved repair readiness or whatever it's called. You're going to want to run that for sure. HP duration time, HP per second. Okay, so you're going to be running 476. You're going to be running the healing flag. Then you're going to be 28 seconds. 16k health. 4 charges. Actually, you're going to be running the modifier for extra heal probably as well. And then you have 5 heals. 88k healing. You can heal a lot on well, a fair bit on this. I'm just kind of, it has improved repair part. No, I mean, okay, I'm talking about the skill, the captain skill. Okay. Guys, improve. There's a fucking skill that gives you faster cooldown on your DCP. It's called improved repair party readiness. So obviously you're gonna run that. I'm not talking about the heal, I'm talking about the captain skill. Yeah, no. You guys are distracting me with yourself. Anyway, I'm kind of worried getting like pushing in to get into secondary and main gun range, and then you're stuck there with 30 knots, this turning circle, this rudder, and no way to really defend yourself against anything in terms of like your AA shit, and I feel like you're kind of a victim to DDs and subs as well. They said it got improved, ready? They said it got improved repair part, but it refers to the 60-second cooldown. I mean, it is an improved repair party. Normal, standard DCP is 80 seconds. This one is 60. Their improved repair party boasts a fast cooldown. And it restores more health as well, so it's probably American heal. So it's an American heal with 60-second cooldown. But yeah, no. It seems interesting. Like this, it looks like it does a shit ton of alpha and a shit ton of fires. The issue is being 30 knots with speed flag, what, 31.5? You better hope a carrier doesn't focus you, but why wouldn't the carrier focus you though? Once the carriers learn how vulnerable this thing is, why the hell wouldn't carriers focus it? And they also said that this line has a vulnerable citadel, which means if you try to turn into torps, you're gonna get blown out of the water. They specifically said it has a vulnerable citadel. So if you get cross torp from the side and you have to angle against them, you will get one shot. I feel like this thing is gonna be very hard to play with. It looks like permakite to me. It looks like this looks like you go in, you turn around, and you fucking start kiting away. Because that's the only way you can stay alive. Because if you go nose in with this thing, you also don't have any torps. So wait, if I run in with this thing and a Pommern runs my way, or a Ruprecht runs my way, what do I do? If he gets close, he will torp me, or he will drive by me and citadel me. If I try to turn around, he will fuck me. The armor is 32, so he will pen my armor. I probably won't pen his armor. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. This seems kind of sus. They said it has good plating against HE. They did say that. The problem is, though, well, you better hope your team bails you out, because if you're stuck in a straight-up 1 versus 1 with any ship with torps or a turtleback, they have so many advantages against you because of the vulnerable citadel and lack of torpedoes, which kind of is like a mandatory part of a brawling ship nowadays. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not entirely sold on this design. I feel like it's going to be very hard to execute. Okay. They're still using their fisheye lens camera. I hate it. It's really hard to get a grasp of the dimensions because like the camera angle that they take. I wish they would just take from the side profile or something. Because the problem with this, they think it looks cool, but all it does, it makes the nose look 3 times longer than the nose actually is. Because it's fisheye effect, so it makes the nose look gigantic. So it's hard to get a grasp of like how high it is. You can see the secondaries on the sides here. We can also see that's bad. That's a drop. You see that drop right there? That's a shell catcher. If you try to kite away and you got this kind of thing in the stern, when people shoot you from behind, that shit is going to arm AP. And that's going to deal damage to you. It looks, the superstructure looks pretty sleek though. In terms, like, it doesn't look like it have a whole lot. Once again, it's hard to tell. These pictures are terrible in terms of like getting a look at it. The freeboard is quite high though. Like, this looks quite high for freeboard compared to most BBs. I feel if it's vulnerable citadel and this much broadside, this thing is going to be juicy to shoot at. A powerful battleship that could have been designed at British shipyards by the Order of Chile. A continuation of the Los Andes concept with a powerful secondary battery of 234mm guns, among other technical solutions for the era of the South American dreadnought race. The ship inherited its name, Libertad Freedom, from a battleship built for Chile in Great Britain in the 1900s, but which was eventually commissioned into the Royal Navy instead. Oh boy. So how many guns does it have? 6x2. So 2 here. Maybe 2 in the middle and 2 in the stern? Or is it 1 here? Maybe that's a gun. Once again, this terrible pictures. But I'm thinking it's 2, 1, 1, 2 is the line, layout. Okay, Libertad. 85.5k health. Behemoth. 85.5k health. That's less health than Mecklenburg. I don't know if I'd call that a behemoth. What the hell is a Kremlin then? If the Kremlin has more than 25% more health. I don't know about that. 85.5 is not a lot at tier 10. Firing range 20.5. Firing range 20.5. Okay. That's St. Vincent range. More than Schlieffen, Loria, Colombo, Sicilia. Incomparable. Interesting. Very short range, I guess. HE pen, 70mm on the main, on the HE. 490mm guns as well. Duncan guns? 34% fire chance. AP very slow. Oh, the different shell velocities on AP and HE. The AP is really slow. So I guess the pen might be dog. If it's Royal Navy shells, Duncan shells, with this shell velocity, the pen is going to be absolute dog shit. Yeah, 36-second reload. Sigma 1.7. 1.7 Sigma. Really? So we have at tier 10, 30-second reload. This is okay. That doesn't seem that. The alpha is 11.7 alpha, AP alpha. That's almost the lowest AP alpha in the game. The only ones with lower is Rhode Island and Mecklenburg. And they have smaller caliber guns, because they are 305 and 356. Borgonia with 380s is 11.9, and everyone else is 12 or more. So the AP alpha is complete dog shit. The HE alpha, 5750. That's about Montana HE alpha. For the caliber and the alpha doesn't really match. Oh well. Like the alpha is much lower than the caliber implies. Standard ASW. Okay, 8.3 came secondary, so 12.5 with the full build. 127s, 10x2, 234s. The AA is atrocious. 5 flak with 75% accuracy. No long range continuous, only mid range continuous, 3.5. Which honestly, few planes will hover in that area anyway. So you're just a victim to CVs for sure. Tier 10 CVs is gonna laugh at these numbers. AP damage is quite low for its caliber. It's super low for its caliber. It's super low for its caliber. Like, no, it's hilariously low. I don't even know who would come close to that in terms of like. There's Schlieffen has 420s. That's the closest in terms of caliber. And Schlieffen 420s deal almost 13k AP alpha. These are 11.7, so that's really bad. Montana AP alpha is 13.5. Kremlin AP alpha is 14.5. St. Vincent AP alpha is 14.9. Like, Ohio AP alpha is 15.7. This is 11.7. Like, it's yeah, no, this is really atrocious. Maximum speed 30 knots. 1020 meter turning circle. Really? Huh. Okay. So that puts it between Preußen and Loria in terms of turning circle. Rudder shift 17.6, that's pretty standard tier 10. Well, it's on the worse end. It's Mecklenburg rudder shift basically. It's worse than Bungo and Conquer. But yeah. I mean, Schlieffen is what, 16.1? That's 17.6. What's Schlieffen turning circle? 970. This is 1020. Okay. It handles a lot worse than Schlieffen. Okay, but let's see. 16 km conceal. Well, almost 13 kilometer conceal. Almost 13 kilometer conceal. So 400 meters worse concealed than Schlieffen as well. Interesting. Main battery 4%. Secondary is... This one gives you 30% shell damage and 10% range. So you'll go from 12.5 to 13.7 about? 13.7 secondary range. Okay. I mean the alpha damage is interesting because I assume this one's how much did this pen on Atlantica? This 380s. Wonder if they keep the same numbers from those? Let's see, 380s. They pen 59, so technically they should be penning a lot of things. The problem, of course, with AI gunners is that they target the Citadel. The guns automatically target the Citadel, so close range they will only hit the belt and nose in. Nose in you maybe, well, it depends. Still, it might be some pretty damn good alpha. Like the raw damage output might be pretty damn strong with 30% extra DPM and the fact that these have really good built-in pen. I don't know. The alpha might be strong. Like the raw secondary alpha might be strong on this. Consumables. DCP repair, no spotter plan, no fighter plan. Yes. Like, I can see an optimal situation where you're pre-kited and you're being pushed by, well, cruisers or BBs, and you're not at a threat of being submarined or carriered or torpedoed by, and you're already pre-kited, you can be pretty strong. Like your secondaries are gonna do a lot of damage, and you can kite them, maybe HE spam them or something. You can be pretty strong. But then there, like every other situation, I'm not really sure. Because, like, if you're nose into anything that has torps, a battleship with torps, that baby is going to run you over. Especially if you have a vulnerable citadel, like they said you do, because then you can't turn out either without being blown up. Yeah, you're going to suck in brawls against Chieftains. The complete lack of Hydra means subs and DDs are really going to love torping you. Like, this handling and this speed with no defensive tools, and what was the speed level? 31. That's pretty low as well. Well, it's not that low, but it's, I mean, it's not exactly on the higher end either. It's better than Schlieffen's though, I think. Schlieffen is 23. Schlieffen has Hydra, of course, though, which makes up for it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Ohio torpedo belt is 37. Monty is also 37. Vermont is 40% torpedo belt. Kremlin 46. Yamato 55. Like, I'm trying to see how I would play this thing, and repeatedly looking at the stats, the only thing I can think of is you have to be pre-kited or you die. Like, if you try to go nose in into anything, God forbid a carrier shows up. The health pool makes it pretty brutal, especially if a carrier shows up. Like a couple of Hakuria torps or something into your broadside with that torpedo belt. Also, you got standard DCP. Yeah, like Schlieffen can blow DCPs while going in. If you blow a DCP on your way in, then you got 80 seconds of being fucked. With 30 knots as well? I don't know. I don't know, man. Is the heel gonna be enough to keep it afloat? Yeah. I think, yeah, secondary B with the constantly has to run away. That's the impression I'm getting from I agree with that though, Lilyboy. The health increase from tier 9 to tier 10 is pretty pathetic. You went from 79k health to 85k. When you consider Montana goes from Iowa 79 to Montana 96. This one goes from 75 to 85? Like, where did the remaining 10k health go? I don't know. I'm not like the damage output seems interesting, but the survivability seems very sus. Very sus. Maybe if the armor scheme is completely obscene, so and the firing, like what can still save this is the armor scheme is really obscene, and the secondary firing angles are really good forward, which normally doesn't tend to be a thing, but maybe in this ship it'll be a thing. So you can kind of sit nose in and slow push while your secondaries are shooting almost straight forward. I could see that being an option. Like that being playable. But then the armor needs to be really fucking strong if you're gonna survive in tier 10 against all the things that will love farm. Like the second you sit nose in a fucking BB in a tier 10 game, every single HE spammer is gonna fuck you up. And CVs love you as well because they know you can't disengage. I don't know. I don't know. Balance changes. In addition to introducing the new Pan-American battleship Victory line, we will also include the following balance changes to the whole Pan-American nation. Secondary battery range for all American ships will be increased to match that of German. Really? Wait, who's going to benefit from this the most? Who's going to benefit from this the most? Is there any ships that don't already have? Wait, what's Atlantico base range? Oh, it's actually pretty bad, isn't it? Did they just give Atlantico a fucking huge buff? Well, not huge. Well, actually pretty huge when you consider... Wait, no, that's a fucking huge buff. Isn't it? What is the base? Actually, no, it's not that big. Yes, never mind. If it's 7.5 now, never mind. It's very small. You go from 7.5 to 7.6. Okay, yeah. That's a pitiful increase. 100 meters. What about Rio de Janeiro? What's the default on Rio de Janeiro? Its default is 4.5. 495. That's pretty big. 450 meters at this tier, because these guns are completely bonkers. That's pretty great. No, sorry, it's... But wait, it's not Rio de Janeiro that's the nutty one. It's the... What the hell is it called? It's not Rio de Janeiro that's the nutty one. It's Agincourt. Yeah, and that one isn't Pan American, is it? That's British. Rio de Janeiro, you build main guns. You build main guns on that thing. Agincourt is the completely cracked secondary one, and that thing has, yeah, you get 8-3 on it. Yeah, you don't. But no, you don't build secondaries on Rio. Like they're both same ship, but one of them is insane secondaries, one is insane main guns. You do not build Rio de Janeiro for secondaries. You build it for main guns. Okay, well then it doesn't really change that much. No, I like people don't understand how demented Rio de Janeiro HEDPM is for a battleship. It is completely fucking brain damaged, like unironically. I like okay, like if I order every tier 10 BB and every tier 10 to tier 5 BB by HEDPM, Rio de Janeiro comes 13th above Borgoña. Above Montana. Like, it's better at HE spamming than Lion at tier 9. Like, this thing is so demented for what it does. You don't build it secondaries. You don't build second. Fuso HEDP, yeah, but Fuso can't hit anything. And Fuso plays Giga range as well. But yeah, no, it's bonkers for tier 5. And the thing with Rio de Janeiro HE is the pen. The pen. Let's see. Oh. Because the pen doesn't matter on higher tiers. The pen is like whatever on higher tiers. But at tier 5, being able to pen 76mm of armor is fucking hilarious. Why is penning 75mm of armor fucking hilarious? Well, I can tell you why it's hilarious. So, was it even 76 you pen? It's pretty fucking hilarious because basically every fucking cruiser you shoot H at, you could sit them, I think. It was something completely demented. Was it 76 exactly you could pen? I think it was 76 exactly. Yeah, 76. Yeah, it's exactly 76mm armor you can pen. And coincidentally, half the fucking cruisers at this tier have 76mm Citadel armor. Or less. So you just run around shooting HE at every single fucking cruiser at the tier, and you still Citadel all of them, because they have exposed Citadels with armor that you can pen, so... This guy gets a reprieve because he's got plating, but he still eats Giga damage. So yeah. Furutaka gets a reprieve with the covered plating as well, I think. No, you can actually Citadel Furutaka as well. I've been sleeping on Rio because of Agincourt. No, Rio is just as insane as Agincourt, just different playstyle. Agincourt is different. Oh, we're getting distracted. We're getting distracted. Chat, we were supposed to do a devblog. We're not doing ship things now. Well, we're doing different ship things. We're getting distracted. Anyway. European cruiser Svea. Tier 6. Okay. Bro, why don't the Swedish have a line of their own? Half the fucking ships DDs that you're adding to the game are Swedish. Ragnar, Östergötland, Holland, Öland. Like, these are all Swedish ships. And no, we gotta do a European line. Like, okay, why? Where's the Swedish flag, man? And this thing is literally Svea. The ship is named after Moder Svea. Mother Sweden. Moder Svea. Okay. Dual-purpose automatic 152mm guns. Okay. An enlarged version of the Swedish Dekrono class cruiser. Okay. Wait, it's a cruiser. Tier 10 cruiser. Wait, tier 10 cruiser with... How many guns? Well, 152 main battery guns only has 7 barrel. 7 barrels. So wait, you got 3, or is it 3? It's probably 3-2-2. Okay, 3-2-2. Fast reload, good ballistics, and improved dispersion all contribute to rather excellent gunnery. Running outer arsenal is good concealment, a solid ASU, a long-range, fast reloading torpedoes, albeit to only a few tubes. Why does this look like a fucking Ragnar Småland, but they made it a cruiser? Svea has access to a set of very strong tools, each in their own slot. Speed boost. Ragnar speed boost, heal, radar, smoke. Cool. All of these consumables have a short action time but will reload relatively quickly. Comes in with a unique set of tools which has low HP pool, weak armor, and poor main battery range. Oh boy. Did they just make a Giga fuck? Did they just make a Ragnar cruiser? I think, are we gonna get Svea is inherently underpowered? So how does this play out in battle? Good use of timing of toolbox to serve support fire destroyers from close range by using your good concealment to give enemy destroyers a nasty surprise with your surveillance radar. Oh boy. Please don't be stealth radar. 33.6k health. Okay, 25mm plating. 30-second fires. 2x2. Okay, this is the same gun. 16.5 base range. Wait. Svea's low HP pool, weak armor, and poor main battery range. Okay. The fucking power creep in this game. Okay, this is poor main battery range. Just so you're fucking aware. In 2024, this is what Wargaming describes as fucking poor main battery range for a tier 10 cruiser. 16.5. Okay. So, what the fuck are all of these? What the fuck are all of these? If that's fucking poor main battery range. What the fuck? Okay, HE220. AP 3000. Reload time 4.5 seconds. 4.5 second reload and turn time 7.2. Jesus. Wait, maximum dispersion 139. 139. Well, 16 km range. Hold on. If I put 16, let's do, like, where's 16 km range? What's the number? 145. It is cruiser dispersion. That is cruiser dispersion, isn't it? Wait, Elbing at 16 is 66, which is half of DD. DD should be about. I don't have any DD here. Yeah, no, I think that should be cruiser dispersion. Might be a slightly improved cruiser dispersion. Let's see. 100. No, well, that's Zao. Zao doesn't count. Zao is terrible. What was Edgar range? 16.5. 147. 147 at 16.5. I'm sorry, that's we're not running any modules, so that's accurate. 16.5. So this is slightly improved cruiser dispersion. Slightly improved cruiser dispersion. It's Zao dispersion? I don't think so. Oh, we're running the leg mods. Wait, okay, I don't want to look at it here. I'll look at it on ship tools. Mm. $16.5. Who's got 16.5? Booster. 100 and Booster has light cruiser dispersion. Booster has really good dispersion, actually. This is battle cruiser dispersion. I don't think it is. Wait, this is not. No, this is not the correct range. It's not showing the correct range. There we go. I don't think it is. It's not Zao dispersion. It's not Zao dispersion. 139. That's not Zao dispersion. That's cruiser dispersion. That's slightly, very slightly improved cruiser dispersion. Might be light cruiser dispersion almost. Yeah, I think it's about Colbert Smolensk dispersion. Actually, you know, never mind. It's gonna be Zao, right? It's gonna be Zao. Well, what happens if I add destroyers here? Yeah, okay, they don't get to this. It is DD dispersion then. Never mind, you're right. It is DD dispersion. It is gonna be DD dispersion with 205. Fuck. Yeah, same as ultralights. Yeah, it's DD. I forgot it's 16.5. That's why it's different. So DD dispersion. Pins 30 millimeters. So no armored DD is going to be safe from this thing. Plane based ASW. 2x4 torps. Wait, Holland torps. Real time 7 seconds, speed 86. 13.5 km range. 4 flak. Very strong mid range, but mostly you don't really defend yourself with that. 1 X3 turret, so only has main gun? No, it's 1 turret with 3 guns. It has 7 guns in total, 2x2 and 1x3. Okay, so wait. Now we come to 11. Okay, well, I mean, what's the radar range? 9 km radar. 9 km radar. Why? Oh, fuck. Why do they fucking have to keep doing this shit? Fucking hell. Why do you have to do this shit, man? Okay, so you do 34 knots in this thing. 8.6 rudder, that's really good. That's this thing handles like a DD, by the way. Handles like a DD, 9 km stealth, 8.9 stealth, 34 knots. But oh, you have giga speed. Oh my god. So you do 34 and then you slap your 1.3 and then you run speed flag. So you do 46 knots in this thing. So this thing is gonna come charging at you doing 46 knots with stealth radar. And it has DD dispersion on the cruiser guns. Also with this range, this thing is gonna be permakiting and farming you from the backlines 24/7. First it's gonna accelerate you can farm, and then if it takes any damage it smokes up, and then it's gonna farm you from the smoke. Main farming 5.4 km smoke funk penalty. Okay, cool. Heal. 3 charges. How much do you heal? You heal 14x 336. And then you run a heal flag. 5.6k pulp. Short burst smoke. So that's the best smoke. So this thing will always have smoke available. This thing will that's the best smoke. Short burst, that's the best smoke. So you pop the smoke, you farm radar from the smoke, and then you disengage and move on. Now it's got the really good, the torps are good as well. Radar 15, you run the 20%, it's 20-second radar. 20-second radar. And if there's no one around to shoot this thing, it'll run at you at 46 knots, so good luck fucking disengaging. And yeah. No, this this is Ragnar but extra Ebola. Like here's hoping that I mean, the citadel at least will be large on it, so it can be sit by some destroyers or something. But I'm thinking this, considering it's going to be Ragnar sized, probably. I'm thinking this thing is going to have the protection by the technology, which means overpens. Overpens. But yeah, this thing has stealth radar smoke, really good range, good ballistics, DPM seems strong. for what it does. So this thing will shit on every DD that it runs into. Yeah, here's hoping we can torp it. But even then, it handles really well. So it has to be pretty demented to hit torps. Okay. That looks a bowler to play against. What the hell is this? George Hoffman. A large destroyer armed with 150mm artillery, a variant of the unimplemented Type 1938A design with enhanced anti-aircraft and torpedo armor. Okay. For those of you who like German destroyers, especially with big guns, George Hoffman is here to present the new spin on the classic smoke plus hydro combo. A fast variant of Felix Schultz. Okay, so we got basically Elvin guns then. Almost Elvin guns, aren't they? They're really good guns. You can sit cruises with them. Hoffman will be able to apply effective damage per minute with her HE shells, thanks to her typically German improved HE penetration, good ballistics, and quick main battery reload. Fast reloading long-range torpedoes will round out her arsenals. For consumables, smoke, improved hydro, defensive AA, and engine boost. In return, Hoffman does not have improved AP characteristic, accuracy, or armor plating. And poor concealment. Okay, so you need to push into caps with your smoke and hydra, but your concealment is bad. You don't have the accuracy or the armor. Why does this look like a really shitty Z52? Am I missing something? Maybe it's got something going I'm missing. Maybe it's got something juicy going that I'm missing. When helming George Hoffman in battle, captains will find most success acting as a second-line destroyer. Support friendly destroyers by utilizing your effective HE shells to push enemy targets away from capture points and harass capital ships with your torpedoes. Your hydroxy surge can be used from the safety of an island to secure key areas, and combined with smoke to present a strong defensive position. So does it have a better smoke than the German smoke? Because if it's a German smoke, good luck holding anything. 24.5, okay. 90mm plate, standard DD plating. 1.8 kh alpha, isn't that the standard? Wait, hold on. Is that not the standard alpha? It is. So it's like a Schultz, but you have to shoot HE. Okay. Reload 6.5. What's Schultz reload? 6.5. Wait, I'm running build, right? So it's improved Schultz reload. It's improved, slightly improved Schultz reload. I like probably get like 12% more reload at least. So how much DPM does Schultz have? Let's see. Main battery HE DPM Schultz. Oh no. Wait. Bro, I don't think 12% is gonna save this HE DPM. Let's say we're really generous and it gets 100, it gets 15% or more DPM from the captain build, and then we're sitting at 100k. You're still doing less damage than a Z44 or an Ostrashimi. Okay. That's... And you didn't have the improved accuracy. No, you don't even have the improved accuracy. It's around 800k HE DPM. Yeah, it's... You're gonna get outgunned by a Jaeger? Okay. Death charges. Okay, maximum damage, 14.4 torps, 12. Okay, the torps are pretty good. The torps are nice. Torps do good damage, pretty decent reload. The torps are pretty strong, so it's trading a lot of gunpowder for torpedo power, but they want you to contest caps and fight enemy DDs, but they're giving you torpedo power instead of gunpowder. Okay. 37.5 max speed. So it's 1 knot faster. It's 1 knot faster than Schultz. Turning circle 800, which is oof, of course, that's standard 5.3. Surface detect 7.9 surface detect. 6.4. So it's literally a Z52. So what does it have going for it? Standard DCP. Smoke generator. It's German smoke! Oh no! German smoke is fucking dog shit. Because it takes a long time to bloom, which can be okay, but the problem is it lasts for a very short time, but it has the full 2-minute 40-second cooldown. That's shit. 8% speed boost. That's it? Wait, did it really say? Hmm. 8%. That's not enough. It's so big. It's a huge ship. Defensive AA, which is... What's the AA on it? Does it have standard AA? It does. You have 2 flak. You have 2 flak, 46 long-range AA DPM, and 179 mid-range. What the fuck is the point of buffing these numbers with percentages when they do nothing? You have 6 game Hydra. Okay. But why would I play this thing over the Z52? Why would I play this thing over the Z52? What am I missing? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it's tier 10, actually. It's tier 10. I was like, wait, am I comparing it? Is it wrong to compare it with the tier 10? But no, it's not. I don't understand. Why the hell would I play this thing? Or I said 52. Why would I play during Albion? I mean, different playstyle, sure, but the H Alpha is so anemic, and it's huge. And honestly, one of the greatest weaknesses of the Schultz is, unlike the Elbing, you have pretty terrible firing angles because you have a turret here, 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 which means you can never go fully nose in or fully stern in and use like the main part of your guns. Like a Gearing can go nose in and shoot 2 turrets, a Elbing can go stern in and shoot 2 turrets. Schultz always has to be giving broadside to some extent to use any damage. And the firing angles are not particularly good on it. What was the range on it? 12.6. Is that standard? That's standard. Okay, but like, why would I want this thing? If I want to push and cap with Hydro, Z52 from Tech Tree is much better than this thing. And alternative, and Z52 is not particularly good. Like Z52 is pretty terrible to play nowadays. But it's already a lot better than this thing. And if you really want the Hydro ship to go in, the Vampire 2 exists, which is really good at that. But that also does giga damage. What a weird fucking ship. Thank you, by the way, Smoker DNAs for the sub. And Rexus. Why aren't those showing up on my Streamlabs, by the way? I think my Streamlabs is cooked. It's not showing the fucking subs. I think it's cooked. Maybe I should restream it. But yeah, no. Really hard sell for me. Xin Zong Guo. New China number 14. Okay, we're pandering heavily, aren't we? Okay. Ship's parameters. It has a sap gun. What kind of torps we're dealing with here? Equipped with deep water torpedoes that cannot 14.6k alpha. How many launchers? 6. 6 bow launchers and 2 stern launchers. 14.6 deep water alpha. What the fuck? Tier 6? Aren't those fucking terrifying for tier 6? Am I missing something? Cannot hit at the house? Yeah, who gives a shit about that? At tier 6, isn't that insane alpha? Like, when you consider the battleships you're gonna be facing there, like, T6 BBs have like between 40 and 60k health, and the torpedo protection is at its best is the New Mexico, which is just a big slow piece of shit. The rest of them are around 20-ish. And it's Warspite. 4 torps dev strikes at Warspite, doesn't it? Not almost, not quite. Huh, that's fucking terrifying. 60 knots as well. Discipline Hydro Submarine Surveillance. Ledroit. Okay. So this is the new model. Is it the new model? It is different. It's not this one. It's slightly different, I think. Oh, it's this one. It's slightly different. Cool. Sirocco, maybe? Oh. It's actually kind of totally... They slightly changed this thing. They're using the weird bow extending camera angle again. You see, this is how short the bow is supposed to be, but then it looks like... Like you see these things. No, they're slightly forward. That's too high there. Or is it? Yeah, this one has the same schnoz. Bow angle's different. Yeah, but it's hard to tell with their pictures, because like, this is how long the bows on these French ships are, but then these are stretches out. We're adding 2 clones of existing ships. Commodoro, Prince Sigismund. Interesting. German battleship. Tier 9. Wait, is Sigismund just a copy? No, it's a ship based. How is it different? 24-second main gun reload. Are you trying to make a Prince Heinrich? Tier 9? Main gun version? Second range is 7. 380. Wait, 380s? Prince Sigismund 380s. Isn't it 350s? And 24-second reload. 1.9 sigma. Interesting. Torpedo reload booster. Okay. This, no way can this last. This would allow you to instantly launch another set. Are they for real? 15 km torps as well. 86 knot. This is, what the fuck? These are Holland torps. Okay. Holland torps. It launches Holland torps. And shoots Tirpitz guns. Okay. Was it unlimited torpedo reload booster? Really? Wait, holy. Wait. Were you trolling? Equipment is unlimited. Okay. What's the actual torpedo reload? 120. But why would you ever wait the 120 then? You just build full consumable cooldown and you spam this reload all the time to spam more of this. Interesting. Well, maybe sometimes you can let it like go the full duration. But in combat, you're just gonna be popping this cooldown all the time. What a weird concept. Oh well. Oh well.